What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bet with the Boys, Monday, December 4th. We have the best bet in Monday Night Football.
Yes, sir. Hit that like and subscribe button for us. Trying to grow the channel. When we hit another milestone, 1800 is the next one. We're going to throw out a parlay to celebrate. Overall record since we started it over, 12 and 6, 66.7%. As I mentioned before, we are getting a little bit tighter on the odds. And by that, I mean like doing things that are more likely to happen. Give out winners more consistently.
Yeah, getting a little bit more conservative, but as long as we keep winning, I think we're going to be much more profitable this way than, hopefully keep that 66.7 clip instead of about 57. So, yeah, that's why we got something special for you tonight.
Yesterday, we did have the 49ers on the money line. It was like minus 148 odds, so still in that range wheelhouse we like to stay in. 49ers absolutely killed them. So all that talk that Debo did before the game about last year, saying if they had Brock Purdy, he was preaching out there.
Yeah, I think Purdy's rating was 148.8, second highest this year for him. Yeah, he's something different when they get to a lead. When they get down, it's a totally different game. But if they can stay on schedule, Brock Purdy just dices them up.
Yeah, which I will say he does have all-stars all the way around with Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey in the background, or
I,
in the background.
in the
And
pack,
then Ayuk looks like a stud out there. Just mixing him in with those all-stars makes him look like he's a 99 overall in Madden.
yeah, and Jawan Jennings might be the best wide receiver number 3 in the league as well.
I was actually thinking the 49ers might actually have the best receiving core in the league.
I think so.
With tight ends. I mean, everybody says it's the Bengals. Speaking of Bengals, we do have a pick tonight. That would be a great way to transition into our pick, but I'm going to blow that coverage like Georgia did on Saturday. We had Alabama. We haven't done a recap of that yet. We had Alabama plus 7.5 in that game. And we had that with, Michigan on the money line. Easy parlay for like minus 152 odds, I think. Got to take that every single time that Nick Saban's an underdog.
I agree. Yeah, all this talk the last couple of years that Georgia is now the new Alabama. Nick Saban's had plenty of time to prepare for this, and they just came out in neutral site and just beat them, took their spot in the playoffs.
Yep. Let us know in the comments if you think the committee made the right decision. I personally love the decision to keep Florida State out of there. If I was a Florida State fan, I would be irate, to say the least. But It's the right move.
I agree. I mean, you start the season top 5, play LSU, you go 13-0, win your conference championship, and then you get kept out of the playoffs. It's tough. But without having their quarterback, Michigan smokes them. I think Alabama has a chance to win it all. I don't think Florida State did.
Yeah, I saw a lot of good tweets out there. The internet's undefeated, has been since 1902. But the best one that I seen was the same people saying that hip drop tackles are fine are the same people crying about Florida State not being in the playoffs.
I'm all for hip drop tackles, but
and you're not crying about Florida State. So
yeah, I'm the anomaly.
Yeah, but anyways, also any playoff without an SEC team is a fraud championship, in my opinion. Nobody can argue that the SEC is operating on a different level out there when they're on the field. I think that's quite obvious to the blind eye. So,
I agree.
The blind eye. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you confused me with that one a little bit, but
get to the pick.
Yeah, best bet tonight, guys. We got the Jags minus 6.5 parlayed with over 27. Make sure you do that on same game parlay on FanDuel. But yeah, guys, that's the best odds you're going to find out there, 152. And you just got to make sure you hit that same game parlay tab so you can put these in.
Yes, sir. I don't see any world that Jacksonville cannot cover by a touchdown against the Bengals tonight, especially it being at home. I saw an interesting post by DraftKings that the Bengals are 1-5 in the state of Florida, which I don't know where they come up for these stats, but if you saw the one about the moon, they'll get a stat from anywhere just to make you side with the wrong team. So that post is saying, making everybody want to go with the Bengals, saying that they're going to be 2-5. But I think it's reverse psychology. Been seeing these for a while, and I think the Jags get it done today. Probably win by 10 or more, but we're being safe. And minus 152 odds is the new wheelhouse.
Yeah, I think we're right in there. And also the 27.5, I do think they can cover this easy. The total actually is at 40.5, I believe. And there is some juice on, going over the original total. So this 27.5 is just to sweeten the pot. I think this is clear winner.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be. 7 sharp moves to the over. It's been rising as the last few hours have went on. I think it was like 38.5. Now it's all the way up to 40.5. So we just need 4 touchdowns in this game. I mean, 14-14, like tied at that, would automatically be over. So I can definitely see it getting there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not 14-14 for the sake of our spread. But
yeah, I think Jacksonville should be able to easily cover this. I mean, maybe up 14. Cincinnati drives down late, backdoor cover, but that's why we got the 6.5 and not 7.5.
Yep. If you're in a dogfight with the backup quarterback, I know he's good. I know he came from Washington. Jake just informed me of this. I did not watch him play, but I've watched him play as backup, but he's not that bad. And there's playmakers all on the field. So
yeah, if he can just distribute the ball, but yeah, I still think Jacksonville handles this easily. They do have a pretty solid defense. They held Stroud and the Texans to under, 21 last week. Yep. So I don't see Browning doing much better with the Bengals. So.
Well, enough to get us over this total 27.5, but
yeah.
All right, guys, that's our best bet today. Another parlay. Let's make it 3 straight days of this. 2 straight days. We didn't do a parlay yesterday, but let's go to 13-6, extend on our record, and we'll see you guys later.
Adios.